Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Father Support Network. Today, I'm going to be talking about an important subject, one that is, you could see, as a sequel to the last episode that we did on who owns a child, the father or the mother. But this particular episode, I've just finished some workouts and I have this thing's been weighing down on me. I have this weight that I think I need to just you know unburden. And today's topic is going to be when a father has custody. When a father has primary custody, does it translate to the father taking the children away from the mother? Because I've and this episode is inspired by very personal experiences that I've had where I've been on two occasions accused of, of taking the children away from the mother. And I've also recently had a conversation with a friend that I respect, with someone that I respect, um, and based on their own personal experience, they also feel they're suspicious when the father has custody. So, before we delve into this topic, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share, and yes, for more episodes. Yeah. So, when a father has custody of the child or of the children, does it mean that the father has taken the children away from the mother? Um, First of all, let's dissect where this kind of rationale or thinking might be coming from. So I think it stems from our social construction of what gender roles are, where historically or even biologically, the mother is seen to be the primary caregiver, uh, to be the one that nurtures the child, be the one that is a homemaker, whereas the father is one that goes out to fend and look for to provide for the family. And again, we look at it in the past, before maybe a century ago, when women didn't have the opportunity to either vote, even had the opportunity to gain go to the university or get a job. And women were basically stay in the house or stay at home and look after the child. But in this day and age where uh women have opportunities now to gain college education, to work, and why is that still so? And also looking at the advances that we've made, the kind of advances we made in getting gender parity. Although there are still gender disparity, but we've made significant progress. So why is this um still lingering? Why is this still an issue? Um, I think that despite the progress that we've made, when we rationalize these things, we still think in our set ways. We still think in the socially constructed ways. But I want to debunk that myth. I don't think that a child, I don't think any of either of the parents, either a father or mother, has a natural right to be the primary caregiver. And I don't think a child being with a mother or in the care of a mother uh, guarantees that the child will have the best of care. And I don't think that the child being with the father means that the child will not have good care, good standard of care. So I think this conversation is one that we need to definitely have. And I would love to hear your comments in the views, your comments in the comment section, and see what you think about it and why you think so. Um, I think as a society, we need to move forward. Naturally, it should be two people come together, make a child, and then be within the remit of the family and raise the child. But these things happen. People go their separate ways. People separate. I've also seen as well, even when when a father and a mother live together, there have been situations where I've had, whereas maybe the mother has more stable job, where she, have long hours of working, whereas the man might have more flexible job, and then the man is taking on the role of taking care of the house in terms of doing school runs, in terms of like maybe house around working around the house. But then again, I've had situations where that man is also not seen as doing enough. So that still means, we're still set in those boundaries, in those binaries, dichotomy, gender dichotomy that we've set up. Whereas, uh, even when a man or when a father is doing the roles that society has deemed to be feminine roles, or a role that should be done by a woman or a mother, we still look down on the man and say, oh, you're not doing, the man is still not respected. So if your man is at home, maybe cooking, taking care of the kids, going to school, that man, most cases we've seen not respected, because that man is still seen as not being manly or not doing what he's supposed to do. But I think as a society, we should move forward. There are, I personally think that when two people can cooperate, whether they live together, whether they are together or separated, and for the best interest of the child. The best interest of the child is what is considered. So, and that's what is considered. So, I don't think there's any law anywhere that is written that we say the mother automatically, although, we, in most cases, the mother has custody. And but I don't think there's any law that says automatically the mother should have custody. There are instances where maybe sometimes when a father has custody, there's that question of, why do you have it? Where is the mom? What happened to the mom? Is the mom mentally okay? So the mom has to be mentally incapacitated before they believe the mom has to be mentally incapacitated for the father to have custody. But I don't think that should be the case, and I don't think men should be penalized or undermined or talked down on because they've taken on this role. I think it's a laudable and impressive thing. In my situation, I've had situations where people have come up to me and then they've most cases, people look at me with admiration. They've been like, "Oh, you're doing a good job." But in many other cases, I've seen where, especially I've seen women. I didn't understand this at first, where you're looked in some way that is not pleasant, in an unpleasant way, and people have been bold to say, why do you have the children? Why not the mother? In a very accusing you of, I've been blatantly accused of taking the kids away from their mom. So I think um, we should, as a society, come together and talk and put the children at the center of whatever it is we do. So in my opinion, um, I think a child's best interest should supersede everything. So if it's in the best interest of the child to be with the father, so be it. And if it's in the best interest of the child to be with the mother, so be it. But regardless, both parents, the other parents should have, in my opinion, unrestricted, unlimited access where possible. There might be, occasions where if they live in the same city or close proximity to each other, I don't see any reason why they can have equal access, like, broken and into two, like where they spend half of the maybe a week with the one parent, another week with the other parent. But there are situations where the other parent might live in another city, might even live in another country. So it is very, very difficult. But in those cases, they can, find an arrangement that works where the kids can come spend their holidays with the other parents and have regular contact through video calls, whatever kind of contact. It's important that the child continues to have contact with each other. But by and large, no one has an automatic right to have the child once the relationship is broken, and the child is not guaranteed happiness, or is the child's well-being or welfare is not guaranteed more under one parent than the other. So, let me know what you think about this. I think this is an important debate. Then we can see if we can have a follow-up conversation or episode to see what people think about it. But this is my honest opinion. Bye, and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like what you hear, you could suggest topics as well in the comment section, and we can talk about it. For now, stay blessed, and I'll see you soon.